Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are continuing with our series from last week, finishing up with two houses. We are building quote-unquote Mexican houses on this world that comes with Lovestruck. As you can see, I have two houses built last week. If you did not check that out, I recommend you go check them out. They are really cute, tiny homes with one bedroom, one bathroom. They have like a whole story going on with them. But today we are continuing, and as you can see, I've definitely built out this lot. We have a little bit of more interest with the plants and the pond, and I started adding like this tile on the floor from Businesses and Hobbies. At the end, I do decide to remove it. I just felt like it was too repetitive. It didn't look good overall. So I do decide to remove it and change it to just like dirt. So it's gonna look a little bit more countryside, but I'll show you guys at the end what that ends up looking like. So today's house is gonna be pink. It's such a cute house. Honestly, I was thinking that this house was gonna be for a mom with two girls and a boy, so a single mom with two girls and a boy. And yeah, just adding a little bit of more interest and personality to each of the houses. I really didn't like the way this red roof looked with the house, and also like the doors and the windows. So I actually decided to change the color of the roofing to this really nice brown swatch, and I just think it looks really nice. I'll show you guys what that looks like shortly because I'm looking for that swatch. For the door, this door is from Eco Lifestyle. I think you can only use this door in medium wall height. And then I decided to use these windows from Snowy Escape. And I just decided to put some like plants out here to give it a little bit of more personality, or just to help my vision. I tried to put this little sofa here, but I didn't really like it. So I just end up putting a little plant. And I think I leave it like that to start out with. Yeah, this one from Businesses and Hobbies. And then on the wall, I just decided to put an art piece from Businesses and Hobbies. So this is like a pottery or clay, ceramic, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it is about The Sims 4. I always want to add something on the walls, even when it's not necessary. Although in this build, I think there were spaces where I should have added things to the walls and I didn't. So we'll walk through that eventually in this video, but just enjoy. Hope you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more from my channel. So on this house, I definitely wanted to add a swing set because we are going to have more kids. This is actually the first house in this neighborhood that is going to have kids. The first house that we built last week was I think it was the greenhouse, and it was for like a single girl. And then the second house was for a couple, which was like the purple house. And this is the first house where we're going to have kids. So I thought it was important to incorporate, a swing set, especially on this lot that used to be a park here in Lovestruck. Well, it's not Lovestruck. What's the name of the city? Is it Ciudad Enamorada? I think that's what it is. Yeah. So I thought it was important to include that here. And yeah, so I'm starting out with this wallpaper that I used outside in the exterior. And then I changed it clearly because the floor had a lot going on. I thought I wanted to use this floor from Businesses and Hobbies, and I do leave it for a long time, but I eventually change it. I do decide to use countertops and appliances from Snowy Escape. I just think they look really nice. And again, we're continuing with that light brown story that we had in the entryway door and the windows. For the sink, I decided to use this one from Businesses and Hobbies. Honestly, this is one of my favorite sinks in the whole game. I don't use it often because when you put it like in a wall or like on a corner, it sort of clips into the wall, so it doesn't look as good. But when you have it in a space where it's in the middle, I think it actually looks really good. And with these open lower cabinets, I think it goes really well because it also has like an open space. And oh my god, you guys, like The little plants and the soap from the kitchen clutter kit fit so well on this sink. Like, look at it. I'm obsessed with it. So yeah, this is what it's looking like in this really nice kitchen. And then obviously using a lot of items from the kitchen clutter kit and garden to table to decorate the space. Maybe this is an almond bomb. Are kids still saying that, or is that like a millennial thing? I feel like it's a millennial thing, right? Like almond bombs. I don't think kids say that anymore, but maybe this mom really cares about what their kids are consuming, and they just have really good veggies and good everything. So this is what it's looking like. But oh my god, you guys, I was rewatching this video and I realized that I put like a liquor like count, like this thing I put it in the bottom shelf. Like, if we have toddlers in here, those bottles better be locked. Like, what was I thinking? That was not a good idea, but it's just a Sims 4. We can pretend it's just water, you know? It's just water. It's not alcohol. What are we talking about? So for the doors, since we use the Snowy Escape windows, I was thinking, why don't we use Snowy Escape doors? But it wasn't working out. I actually ended up using these from Businesses and Hobbies. I think they look really good. It was kind of hard because the door in the entryway is so tall. So any door with normal height was gonna look weird next to that one. And so I think these look really good. That's a good thing that came with like Business and Hobbies, these super tall doors as well. On the dining table, I decided to use this one. I don't know if this is from Business and Hobbies as well. I'm not really sure where this comes from, but I decided to use these chairs that I believe are from Dream Home Decorator with some little plants from Life and Death. And then this art piece that comes with Snowy Escape. This house is very Snowy Escape heavy. So for the sofa, I actually decided to use this one from Dream Home Decorator. I think when you're thinking about having kids, you need a space where they can lounge. You need a lot of sitting areas. And so I thought this was a good option for the kids to have in here. It also goes super well with the color story that we have going on in this house. And so I decided to put it here. I decided to change some of the wallpaper to the one from Businesses and Hobbies. I think it's just one of my favorites. I feel like I use it honestly in all of my builds. I should do a build where I don't use any of my favorite stuff because it's just like going back to the same things. But anyways, so for the TV, I decided to use this one from the Party Essentials kit that has like pink and yellow. And then I decided to surround it by the consoles that come with the Modern Retreat kit. And then I decided to use this little card from the kitchen clutter kit. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. Maybe I just felt like it looked more like it fit in here. I don't really know, honestly, but it does look really cute in here. And then, like I was saying about the TV, I did decide to use this console from the Modern Retreat kit in this really nice brown that matched the other browns that we have in this space. I have this thing with matching everything a lot of the times, and in this house I couldn't really help it. I decided to use this rug that is from Strangerville. It's one of my favorite rugs and it comes in a really nice pink. And then I realized like the rug didn't really match my flooring. The flooring looks a little bit like purpley. So I found this flooring that looks a little bit more reddish pink that matched our rug really good. And then I also decided to change the tile to a pink tile that also matched really well with the flooring. I think that was the reason I changed the flooring. I had forgotten why, but I think it makes sense because this rug is really good. And then just adding a little bit of more clutter here in this house. And I think I go off screen, off camera, where I did add a little bit of more detail, like adding a few more pillows and some backpacks to sort of represent the kids who live in this house. And then this art piece on the wall that I believe is from City Living. I think it's from City Living. That matches really well actually with everything else that we have going on in the house with these like pink touches. And the pillows look really comfy as well. And then we have this really awkward restroom, which is actually pretty large. It gave us room to fit a lot of things in here. I actually quite like this restroom. I think my favorite restrooms are the awkward ones, the ones that have like weird shapes and weird things in them, and this is definitely one of them. So for the kids' bedrooms, I was thinking that the person who lived here, the mom, had 2 daughters and a boy. The youngest ones could have been twins, maybe not, you know, whatever you want to say it. If you download this house, you can do whatever you want with this lot. We have like this really cute rug from high school years, and then underneath I decided to put this rug that comes in like purple and pink. And for the art pieces on the wall, I decided to use the ones from the Cozy Kitsch Kit. I really like this one with the blue and the pink. I think it's a good combination of colors. Obviously, it's so dumb that I'm assigning the boy the blue one, but you know, that's what I did here. And then over on this side, I think I decided to add a TV. And honestly, now that I think about it, I gave the kids a TV in their bedroom, and I don't think I gave a mom a TV in her bedroom. I don't know what was going on with me when I was building these houses, because like I said, I feel like I was missing a lot of things, and I think that was one of them. The next house that we're gonna build, I actually went back recently because I wanted to record a walkthrough for you guys, and I realized that I was missing a lot of things in that house, and so I added a little bit of more details. So I'll show you guys at the end what that ends up looking like, but just enjoy the process like I said. Oh, I gave the mom a dresser. I mean, that's nice too, you know, like you don't have to have TVs everywhere, and there is a TV in the living room. So yeah, this is the mom's bedroom. It's actually quite nice. The bed is from high school years. So we are moving on to the next house, which is actually gonna be a yellow house. I was thinking that this house, we had a couple of roommates or just 2 friends living together. I don't know, you guys. I was just trying to figure out another living situation for these people. This house, the shape of this house is actually going to be kind of boring. It's just going to be a square. I try to give them all like a little like terrace-y area. I don't know if you would call it a terrace per se. I think I said that in my last video, because I think in English terrace is like outside on a rooftop, but in Mexico if you say terrace, terraza, it's like you can say it's your outdoor front of your house sort of thing. So that's what I decided to put here, a little porch, I guess you could say in English. And then obviously I decided to use this roofing that we used in the other house. So these 2 houses have the same roofing, and the houses from last week also have the same roofing, using this really nice yellow in the house. And again, trying to do those blocks with this flooring from Business and Hobbies, and it's just not working out, girl. Like, I'm gonna end up changing all of this. I thought for a second that I wanted to use gray doors and gray windows, and I was so wrong, you guys. Like, it just looks so bad. This door is actually really nice. This is from Lovestruck, and the windows are just straight up base game, but it just looks really sad. And then I found something that honestly saved this entire house, which were these really cute chairs from high school years. So we're gonna incorporate a lot of blues, and obviously yellow and blue always look good together. And because of that, the reason I said that this saved the game is because the blue has this really nice dark brown, well, not the blue, the chairs have this really nice dark brown wood, which I decided to use for the doors and the windows. And since we are doing a quote-unquote Mexican house, I decided to use some things from Lovestruck, and I think it looks really nice. I think this is the first house that I really enjoyed using these windows. I know I've probably used these before, but I feel like I remember thinking like, I don't think I've used these windows willingly in the game. I don't know why I wouldn't use them willingly. I don't know. Apparently, I don't know a lot today what's going on, but with this flooring, I knew what was going on. I had to go outside to make sure that the floor was blue. When I was building this, I was really obsessed with these yellow lights that come in the Modern Retreat kit. And don't get me wrong, they are actually really nice, but I think you need to balance them out with like the regular, like round lighting from base game that just makes it a little bit more like white yellow or blue white, not yellow white, so you can have a good balance of colors. But I think I was having like an issue seeing what truly color this flooring was, but you can see that it is blue and yellow. So that's our kitchen. We had actually a lot of space for a really nice dining table. So I decided to use this one that I think is from the Cozy Kitsch kit with some chairs from Businesses and Hobbies. And then I decided to use this sofa that comes with the Cozy Kitsch kit again. And this rug that I actually think looks super nice. I think this is also from the Modern Retreat kit, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know, you guys. All the kits are sort of blending together. But I thought it matched really well with this painting from the Kitchen Clutter kit. And then on this wall, I didn't really want to repeat the same console setup that I repeated in the pink house. So I actually decided to use this little like table that I think is from the Desert Luxe kit, if I'm not mistaken. And I just added a little bit of more detail here. I couldn't tell you why I put this plant here, but I promise you I go back and move it because I was like, why did I put it there? I don't think it looks that bad, but it doesn't look right, you know, it just looks off. So in our restroom, I think for the most part, all of our restrooms in this build have space for a tub, shower, sink, and obviously a toilet. But I think there's just one that doesn't have space for a tub. I think it's in the purple house, so I'll show you that eventually. But we have enough space in this house to build a really nice bathroom. Just adding a little bit of more detail here. A lot of things from base game, surprisingly. I think, I'm telling you, I don't know what was going on with me with this build. A lot of weird stuff was happening. But we're gonna have the first bedroom that I was thinking was for the owner of this house, because this bedroom matches a lot to the rest of the house. I decided to put this bed that is from Dream Home Decorator with this really nice desk that I think is from high school years. And I don't know why I decided to put just these stars above the bed. It just looks really sad. So I do go back and I actually use some of the newer paintings that they gave us from the marketplace, and it looks really nice, so I'll show you that at the end. Over on this wall, I decided to use this little cabinet from the Cozy Kitsch kit. I think it's just one of my favorites. I like how thin it is and then you have a lot of options with it. And then the next bedroom is gonna be a little strange because we do incorporate some yellow, but the color story changes a lot. So I was thinking this is this is definitely not the owner of the house, because girl, what are you talking about? This is not the same vibe that we have going on outside. I honestly love this vibe. It's such a cool bedroom. I really like this painting behind the bed with these like bed sheets from high school years. It just looks so cool. And then this rug from the Cozy Kitsch kit. I love this bedroom. And honestly, the painting on the wall with the yellow colors helps it sort of get involved with this house a little bit. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think about this house and the combination of all these things. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can see more from my channel in the coming weeks. So this is what our neighborhood is looking like. As you can see, I did remove the ugly cement blocks from the floor and I put a lot of trees. The pond looks amazing. Honestly, my grandparents' house back in Mexico had a tree like the purple one, but in red when I was growing up, and I just think about that all the time. So this neighborhood was definitely one of my favorites. Here we have the entryway. I did put 4 mailboxes, and I'm just showing you around so you can see a little bit of what this ended up looking like. I did want to have like common areas, and I was just looking for a lot of things to put outside. In the greenhouse, which is the first house we're gonna see, I did put like a clothing hanging thing from Laundry Day, and I also gave them a bike. I also put a lot of mushrooms from from Cottage Living debug. So yeah, definitely did a lot of that this week. Here we have our first house, which if you didn't see this one, I built in the last video from last week. A lot of weird colors going on in this house. I think, again, I would have changed so many things, but not every house can be perfect. And it's okay. In real life, not every house is perfect. I think my favorite part of this house is actually like the shelving in the kitchen and this bathroom. I just think the colors look so nice in here. It looks so good together. For the bedroom, it's honestly a very good bedroom. It's very simple. I really like the way this rug looks with this painting from the Cozy Kitsch Kit. Again, this wall is so empty. Could have put a TV there, could have put an art piece, but you know what? We're embracing it. Doesn't have to be perfect. I did put like this little blanket from, where is this from? Lovestruck as well. And then this house that we're going to next, this purple house, is gonna be the fancy grandparent house. I did put a really nice sofa outside, and I also gave them like the bee thing, the honey thing outside their house as well from Eco Lifestyle. I'm honestly obsessed with this house. I think this interior, this common area is probably my favorite. I really like the way the purple looks in here. These sofas that are like a light pink match really well with our walls and the purpley colors as well. I really like this desk area. I think it all looks really good. This is a restroom I was telling you about. We didn't have enough space for a tub, but I think it's still a really nice and fancy restroom with the refined, or the refined living room kit? No, sleek bathroom kit. Again, these walls, guys, are so empty, but it's a nice and simple bedroom, but I could have added a little bit of more detail. But you know what? It's okay. And then we're gonna go to the yellow house. I sort of did these backwards. Maybe I forgot. I couldn't tell you why I did this. But as you can see, I did add a little bit of more detail here. We didn't actually have anything on these tables before I edited. And I did decide to add curtains. I just felt like it was nice to have a little bit of more texture on these walls and a little bit of privacy, especially if you're two girls just living on your own here. The bathroom, I don't think I changed anything, just added the curtain. Oh my god, this bathroom is so sad. But maybe you like it. Let me know. We have the coolest bedroom. As you can see, I added a bench. I moved the guitar and I added the seat here as you enter the bedroom. And in this bedroom over here is where I decided to add the paintings. And oh my god, you guys, these paintings have a reflection. I don't think we've ever had that in the game before. I've never noticed that. Have you guys noticed that? I don't know. I just thought it was really nice. Look at this common area with the pond. It just looks so nice. For the pink house, I decided to add some chairs so they can go fishing. The rock with the pink heart, it's so cute. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. We have the pink house for the mom and the 3 kids. The colors in here match super well. This is actually a really nice house. It's not my favorite, but I think the colors go together. I like it because it looks a little bit messy, a little bit more lived in, but it looks very colorful and joyous. We have probably my favorite bathroom because it's all wacky. I think it's really, really cute. And then we are going to head to the mom's bedroom, which again, I should have put a painting above the bed instead of the one on the one over here on the wall. It's okay, you know, it's okay. Then we have the best room in this house, which is a kid's bedroom that just has so much personality. This is where I'm gonna leave you guys today. I hope you guys liked this house a little bit more than I did, and I hope you had fun watching it. I think that's the whole goal of this. But yeah, I hope you guys subscribe and like this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys. Bye.